Here's probably the most fascinating thing when you're looking at Sweden, especially compared to the United States. You don't tax rich people more than we do. The difference between the Swedish tax system and the American tax system is what happens to middle class and lower income people, because your tax rates kick in at much lower levels of income. You have higher payroll taxes, you have the big value added tax. And so the difference is that you tax lower income and middle class people at much, much higher rates than we do in the United States. We have actually, among OECD countries, the United States arguably has the most progressive tax system as defined by either the share of taxes paid for by the top 1% or top 10%, or by the ratio of the tax burden on the top 1% or top 10% compared to, say, the bottom 10% or 20%, however you want to measure it. So Sweden's overall tax system is much less progressive than the United States because, yes, you have relatively high burdens on rich people, but you also have relatively high burdens on ordinary people. And if we go down the path of letting government grow and grow and grow in the United States, I think that's where we're going to wind up, because no country anywhere in the world has ever financed big government by just taxing rich people. There aren't enough of them.
No, you need a broad base.
Yeah, you need a broad base, and that's the issue that no one in the United States is grappling with.
Yeah.
Because Joe Biden is pretending, and probably doesn't know any better, but he's pretending he's giving speeches where he says we can just tax the rich. You can't. Believe me, the French would do it if that was the truth. No country has ever finance big government by taxing the rich. You have to go after the middle class and lower income people. And I think if the American people knew that, they would be much more resistant to the big spending agenda of some of our politicians in Washington.